Yo. What's good, OTN podcast? We back with another one. We about to recap these week 4 games and then say our prediction for this Rams 49ers game and get up out of here. So let's go ahead and get into it for this game. Come on. First game we got is the Dolphins versus the Bengals. How y'all feel about that one?
Prayers for Tua, man.
Yeah.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Uh, I had the Bengals winning. I just thought them being home gave them the edge. But other than that, I mean, I didn't really take nothing away from the game besides Tua being hurt. Both teams are playoff teams, so hopefully, Tua get better and the Bengals be better than 2-2.
Yeah. I ain't really expect nothing. I expected T. Higgins to go off with Byron Jones out. Jamar Chase ain't really do that much when Xavier Howard was in. I heard he got injured in that game too. So yeah, prayers for Tua, and that's about it though. Tim, you got anything?
Yeah, I'll say I don't know. I think that actually, I know it sounds stupid to say that was a must win, but it kind of was because I don't think the Bengals getting to 1-3 in their division, that would have really killed them for the playoffs. So I kind of think that was like a huge win for the Bengals, and I think they'll end up winning their division. But they kind of just springboarded themselves back in the hunt, especially with the Ravens losing. I know it's really early, but I think the Bengals are going to be legit again, and they're going to get better and better because Joe's going to be less rusty.
Well, if you look at our division, the Ravens is 2-2 now.
Yeah.
This is 1-3. The Bengals is 2-2. So even if they lost, even them being 1-1, they still probably win the division.
Yeah.
And the Browns, I don't even know the Browns right there. I know they beat us.
They're 2-2, I think, as well.
Yeah, so the division's still up for air. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they did win because I have them winning the division, one of my bets. So.
All right, man. Next game we got is the Vikings versus Saints. That boy Jay Jettas went crazy on Marshawn Lattimore. RP that boy Marshawn Lattimore.
I tuned into that game when it was 1922 with like 7 minutes left. And whenever I woke up, and then the Vikings went down, scored. Then I had the -3. Then they missed the extra point, and then the Saints went down, kicked a field goal to tie. The Vikings went down, kicked a field goal, and there was like 20-something seconds left, I think. And then the Vikings went, I don't know, and then the Saints went back down, and the kicker double doinked the field goal, and they lost. But if they would have made the extra point, they would have had to go for it on 4th and 9, and I think they wouldn't have got it, and then I would have won my bet. But it is what it is. That was a good game, I think. I think the Vikings still win their division too.
Timmy, I was in the same position, bro. I had the Vikings at 3. I had the Vikings at 3.5. He missed that PAT. I'm like, bro, this John is like rigged against me. Like, if you've seen how I've been losing bets recently, bro, you'll be like, oh, you just need to stop. Like, you got the worst luck ever. And I seen that when he missed the PAT. Mind you, you're in London, so why are you missing PATs? Like, I don't understand. So I seen that, and I just started heading towards the bar because I went to the bar. So once I seen the miss PAT, I left. I said, forget it. I knew I lost my bet.
Yeah, mine pushed for my parlay, but that messed it. Who was it? The Browns lost anyway. Still, I was.
That's why I be telling people to go on the lines when they first open. Like the Vikings open up at 2.5. You got them at 3. I got them at 3.5. I had some scenarios where I had them at 2.5, but like it went from 2.5 and 3.5, and that just shows the difference of you winning and losing.
Yeah, everybody always just to wait to pick the bets. I don't know how I feel about that.
It depends on how strong you feel up on the matchup. Like
I would say, if you like the line at on Monday, if I like the line on Monday, then why would I wait? Unless there's some big injury, then I kind of get screwed. But I guess that's the logic and why you don't do it in case there's an injury.
Yeah, true.
But
next game we got the Browns versus Falcons. The Falcons won 23-20. Nick Chubb 8. Cordero got injured. Where there ain't too much to take away from this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had him on, and I kind of got pissed because I started him. The 2 weeks I don't start him, he goes off, and then the 2 weeks I do start him, he's been trash. So I still don't know about Amari's fantasy value, but I don't know. The Browns are just going to be average until I'll be interested to see what comes back with them. They're just I don't know.
Next game.
Yo, Zion,
Oh shit, what's up?
in the lead I got, I had Trey Lance as my quarterback. He got hurt, so I picked up Marcus Mariota after them 2 weeks, and now he gave me like 2 points last night or yesterday. He's terrible.
Hey, no comment, man. Next game we got is the Cowboys versus the Commanders. Cowboys whooped them 25-10.
Easy, buddy. I was, I don't know. Carson's got happy feet. He gets so damn scared now to throw the ball. I mean, I feel for him because last week he got hit. He's the most sacked quarterback in football. Yes, part of that's on him, but a lot of that's on the offensive line. The offensive line is atrocious. I don't know how you can complete passes when you're like. I saw one clip. 2 Washington players were blocking each other. They rushed 3 one time, and they're like, "Oh, wow, Dallas is rushing 3," and they're already at Carson Wentz, before he could even finish the statement. So I don't know. It's the season is slowly getting away. We got 2 games coming up. We got to win one. We got to either beat the Titans or the Bears. If we lose to both of them, then we're out of it. But yeah,
Ain't much.
Dallas
Oh,
hit though.
ain't much to take away from it from me. Carson Wentz ass. Cowboys defense is good.
Yeah.
That's why I expected.
I expected that game. Like I figured what the Eagles did, the Cowboys defense can do too. Like I was watching the game, and physically, like Carson Wentz only had 0.5 seconds to throw the ball. Like there's no way you can make a read with that much time. So, I don't blame him, but there's something that got to be fixed.
Yeah, even with those, even when you're saying, they keep saying, I've been seeing, watching people are saying that he's become like a drifter, where even when there's really no pressure, he's drifting out of the pocket and stuff, and then he just can't complete a routine throw because he's off balance, fading away because he's so scared to get hit. So I don't know, but our offensive line has got to make some changes. We ran the ball well, but our pass protection's atrocious.
Yeah.
Next game we got Seahawks versus the Lions. The Seahawks won 48-45. The Lions, they #1 team in the NFL to average the most points per game. It's just their defense give up probably the most points per game too, so it's hard for them to win. But they didn't have Armon Ra, or I don't think they had DJ Chark either, but
No, they didn't.
it was a good game. Fun game to watch. If you had players in fantasy.
I didn't start Hawkinson.
That's one game. I was at the bar, so I seen most of the games. That's one game I never paid attention to because I thought it would be a boring matchup. And then next thing you know, I looked at my fantasy, and DK Metcalf got 140 yards. I'm like, bro, what? And then next thing you know, I see the score. I'm like, what? And then I had Penny on my bench, and I almost threw my phone. I'm like, bro, this don't make no sense whatsoever. But
I played Penny and Josh Reynolds in one of my leagues, and Penny had 30, and Josh Reynolds had 23 or something. I was like, yeah, I didn't think that the Seattle Lions game was gonna make or break my matchup, but.
Let's see. Well, let me go ahead and get this out the way. Titans versus Colts, man. Titans beat the Colts 24-17. There's Leonard came back. We was getting our ass whooped in the first half. Made a little push in the second half. Other than that, I don't got nothing to say except for one thing. Your star receiver, Michael Pittman, Indianapolis Colts. He had 0 targets in the second half. Yeah, that's sad. That's real sad. And I watched, as a Colts fan, I watched the whole freaking game. They was giving that boy 10 yards of space. 10 yards of space. They would never come down and press him up or nothing. So I'm like, okay, Matt Ryan, maybe Michael Pittman did something to you in the locker room or something for you to not give him 1 target in the second half. That's kind of wild. But other than that, Jonathan Taylor rolled his ankle. Darius Leonard out Thursday with a concussion. He came back and got injured. And we're losing it. I got Michael Pittman in fantasy. I hope he get 25 targets, because what else we gonna do? Unless Matt Ryan just hate him.
Matt Ryan had a good statistical day. think he threw for hella yards. Oh no,
I'm not
I
gonna lie. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, that's all I was gonna say. I didn't really watch the game, but I just saw Matt Ryan threw for hella yards. I don't know how'd y'all do containing Derrick Henry, because I saw him catch a couple balls, but I didn't really watch.
We did not do good at all, and our O line sucked. Passing block sucked. Matt Ryan fumbled. Jonathan Taylor fumbled. It just sucked. Matt Ryan stayed fumbling every game I watched though, so our O line sucked. The one play where he fumbled, Quentin Nelson, the one that gave up the block, he got beat like crazy. And then Matt Ryan, he fumbled.
I didn't really watch that game because I didn't really have no interest in it. But everybody thought Matt Ryan was the answer. It looked like he might not be the answer. Y'all might as well just tank and try to get Bryce Young now.
That's right. I mean, I can't put the blame. I mean, I ain't putting no blame on Matt Ryan, because when we did have time, and when he did have time in the pocket, he was throwing the dots. So I ain't tripping. This our line sucked.
I mean, that's
Matt
Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah, Matt Ryan got to have some type of pocket awareness too. Still, like, hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
I seen something today about Naheem Hines.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying it's not he basically said like it's not an excuse for them struggling offensively, but it's kind of hard to get any continuity when your quarterback keeps on changing year after year, which does make a lot of sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They went from Andrew Luck, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, and Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett too.
All those quarterbacks. So it is kind of hard to get some continuity with your quarterback when you're always changing your quarterback. So I think I think the Colts are a better team than what they've been. It's just gonna take some time.
Yeah, I think they either.
Colts got a good roster. They just got to find their QB. They're in the same problem as Washington. They're gonna I don't think they're gonna be bad enough to get like an elite QB in the draft that can like change their franchise. If you end up picking 15th instead of in the top 5, then you're not gonna be able to, unless you're mortgaging all these draft picks. Like, you're gonna be in the same problem every year. Where if you're 7-10 or 6-11, you're not good. You're not bad enough to get like an elite quarterback. So
I'm about to say,
yeah, but Timmy, if your roster is that good, you gotta move up in the draft. Like,
oh yeah, they have to. At some point, you have to.
Yeah, I don't know if we even got our first round pick, but if we do, at this point, I would love to keep losing all our games to get Bryce Young. But if we're not doing that, at this point, you can play Matt Ryan, but next year I'll just either probably start Sam Ehlinger and just see what's up.
I mean, the same quarterback's going to be back on the market next year. I think Daniel Jones doesn't have a job. I don't think Jameis Winston has a job. And I don't think
Jimmy G
is going to be on the market. Who's the other one? Damn, I know there's
Trubisky.
Trubisky. I don't think anybody want no damn Mitch Trubisky. I can't think of the other. I have one more name that I completely just forgot of. But yeah, he's gonna. Oh, Baker. If anyone wants Baker's gonna be on the market, I think too.
Baker and Sam will be up there.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
Last year, is he? What's his contract look like? This might not be.
They're gonna dump him because he's been terrible.
Yeah.
This is his last year on this contract.
I don't know. Baker will definitely be gone, but.
Next game we got is the Bears versus the Giants. The Giants won 20-12. Saquon went off again. Looked good, per usual. He's back. It looked like. Daniel Jones had 2 rushing TDs. Then he got injured. Got his ankle rolled. Sitting in the pocket.
No, Saquon was playing quarterback.
Yeah. Darnell Mooney had a good game. About time. That boy Darnell Mooney.
You had him on your bench, right?
Hell yeah. But
it's always that, bro. You put him on your bench, they have a good game. If you would have started him, he would have did nothing.
I'm starting him against Washington.
Yeah.
I don't care how he does next week. I'll probably start him against Washington.
Justin Fields was Justin Fields. Khalil Herbert looked good. Looked like he about to just work into D-Mont workload even more, which pissed me off. But other than that, ain't nothing too much to say about this.
How many passing yards did Justin Fields have?
Let me look.
I figured you had it in front of you.
He had 174.
So they, all week they was making fun of him having like the lowest, passing yards per in history, like 159, and he ended up being over when Daniel Jones only had like 70 something. And when did he get hurt in like third quarter?
I think so.
Or second? Oh wow. I didn't pay attention to that game, but when I seen the box score, I thought that was pretty funny. I didn't know Daniel Jones got hurt, but I was like, damn, they was making fun of Justin Fields at 159, but yeah, he threw over and Daniel Jones only had 79.
I mean, I think Baker had had under 100 yards with going into the fourth quarter.
I mean, Marcus Mariota probably did the same thing. So, but still, like people think of Justin Fields as like, I mean, I don't think it's Justin Fields. They probably just blame the system that's there. So, but I like Justin Fields. So hopefully, I wish him the best.
I saw something he's getting fed up with the Bears. I don't know if it's actually real. I saw it on Twitter or on TikTok or something. And then they were saying the Saints should try and get him or something. But I don't know. He doesn't. I feel like he definitely. Chicago.
I saw that too, Timmy. So
yeah, I don't think he likes it there, considering they're not letting him throw the ball really.
Who would like it there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
next game we got the Jaguars versus the Eagles. The Eagles won 29-21.
that was an ugly game.
Yeah, I'm surprised it was that close. That boy Trevor Lawrence threw an interception and fumbled 4 times. That's wild. And still only 8-point game.
2 of them was forced. The other 2 was on him. One of them, he was literally running the ball and the ball slipped. It was so rainy. Like all the Jaguars wide receiver couldn't catch the ball to save their lives because it was so much rain. So it was just an ugly game. I feel like if it was like dry, it would have been a closer game because it was a good game. Besides the Jaguars defense not being able to stop the run. But other than that,
yeah, it was very interesting.
This was probably Jalen Hurts' worst game out of all his games though. But other than that, Miles Sanders looked good. AJ Brown was AJ Brown.
You can expect that playing in a rainstorm, but
yeah,
I was gonna say this was a rainstorm.
But
next game,
they're a run heavy team. Both
go.
run heavy, so
yeah.
No, I was just saying they're both run heavy. So the rain, wasn't that big of a problem, I think, for them. They both like running the ball, both teams.
Next game we got is the Jets versus Steelers. The Jets won 24-20. Come on, Steelers fan.
I'm not gonna. We're not gonna talk about it too much. I think we would have won the game if Kenny Pickett would have started from the rip. I think we'd probably be 3-1 right now if Kenny Pickett would have started from the rip. But I'm not the coach, so I did have high hopes for Mitch Trubisky. Not gonna lie. I don't know. He just be looking like he playing to not lose his job. You know what I mean? Which I guess when you get brought into a new system, and the team puts the first round pick on a rookie, I guess you have that in the back of your mind. But if you play like that, you're going to lose your job, which he's losing his job. So I'm happy Kenny Pickett's out there, man. Hopefully he can turn us around. Division's winnable. I always thought it was. Bengals are pretenders, you feel me? Ravens is the only comp we have in there.
The Bengals are better than y'all. Stop it.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They're 1,000 times better than y'all.
No, they're not. Anyways.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Ravens the only team we have to worry about the division. I think we still got a good chance to win. Hopefully Kenny Pickett. Oh, Chase Claypool sucks. I don't. Gave that boy Kenny Pickett an interception for no reason because he's 6'4" on a 5'9" corner DB and can't go up and get it. With his big frame, but hopefully he's not out there either no more.
Well,
unlike him, I'm a realist. I'm a realist Steelers fan. We're 1-3. Yeah, Kenny Pickett's bad, but our defense is trash without TJ Watt. We literally can't get a stop to save our lives. So, and then we got the Bills, the Tampa Bay, then we got Miami, and then we play the Eagles. So there's no division in the air. We're about to
Gotta
be
be 1-6.
we're about to be 1-7.
Y'all gonna
One and
win.
seven.
Y'all gonna win one game. It's gonna be a bullshit upset game. It's gonna fuck everybody ticket up.
We losing 1-7. You feel me? This gonna be the worst season I ever seen as a Steelers fan.
Y'all probably
Know
get
how
the
Zion,
Dolphins.
I know how Timbo used to feel, so it hurts. But and it's not like for us to go tank. Like we not in tank mode because that's something that we won't do. But at this point, bro, we might as well tank, bro.
I was gonna say with your upcoming schedule, if y'all are 2-6, y'all should be thrilled because your upcoming schedule is miserable. And
Yeah,
this was kind of a must-win game, and you can't really play Kenny Pickett because I would not want to play him against who is it? So I would not want to play him against Buffalo, Tampa. I wouldn't care if he played against Miami, and I definitely wouldn't want to play against the Eagles either. So you can't. You have to go. I think you have to go back to Mitch because you don't really want your rookie quarterback to play probably 3 top 10 defenses in 4 weeks. So you have to go back to Trubisky. So
they already named him the starter.
Yeah,
They ain't
yeah.
officially named him, but like there's reports. I think Adam Scheffler even tweeted saying that he's starting.
yeah, you got. I really think that's absolutely stupid. Because he just played poorly this week.
Well,
And-
he's just gonna learn a lot this year, so he's gonna have his learning year this year.
I guess, but you don't. At the same time, you don't want to kill a rookie's confidence. But
Nah.
I don't know. The fact that y'all put him in against the Jets was stupid in the first place because now you have to go to him because you can't really. I would go back to Mitch, but you can't really go back to Mitch because that's going to kill Kenny's confidence even more. So I think you should have just wrote it out with Mitch and then let these games go through, all these tough games, and when you lose all of them, then you can actually go to Trubisky. So I mean, then you can actually go to Pickett. So, but now you have a horrible situation.
Timmy, when he got on the field, the swagger he had is like he owned the stadium. So
That's
like,
fine, good for him. But he threw 3 picks, or he had 3 turnovers, or whatever it was.
yeah, PPF
I mean-
rated. Hold on. PPF rated all his snaps was 0. Like it was like 0 interception worthy. Like all them 3 interceptions, one of them was a Hail Mary. The other one was on Claypool, and the other one was on Pat Fryermuth. He had a jump ball. So like, just him giving them wide receivers opportunities wasn't his fault.
Well, I'm just saying, going forward,
Yeah.
the schedule y'all have, I would not want my rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I said that. We're gonna be
Getting
1
his
and
first. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose whichever quarterback you had, but I would not want my rookie. I would have wanted my rookie quarterback to get his first start against the Jets, not
Timmy-
against the Buffalo Bills. Like that's horrible.
Timmy, if you realize without those 3 interceptions, he was 12 for 12.
I don't know. Well, if Carson Wentz didn't do this, I could say the same thing about Washington.
No. Those interceptions wasn't on him, like I said. But other than that, he was 12 for 12. Like, if you see a 6'4" motherfucker running down the middle against a 5'9" wide receiver, 5'9" corner, are you not giving him the chance to get that ball?
Listen, I would have done the same thing, but I'm just saying I don't like the situation y'all are in going forward for these next 4 games. But
Claypool's over here trying possession catch. He put the aggro. He ain't press his triangle. You feel me?
that's facts.
Right.
I'll say if he got superstar.
Nah, but I can see Pickett as the quarterback of the future. I just love the swagger he has in the confidence.
Alright. Next game we got is the Bills versus the Ravens. The Bills won 23-20. It's a lot to take away from this game. The Ravens stupid as hell.
I got questions. What's up with the Ravens like blowing leads? You think they're like, what's up with them? Like, are they the new Falcons?
I think I don't even want to say they playing conservative. They defense is folding in the fourth quarter. They like us, Tim. They like Michigan from like a year or 2 ago. Well, we just do so good for the first 3 quarters, and then that fourth quarter we just say fuck it, and we always give up the lead, and we end up losing or only winning by like 3. I don't know why. It's just shit just happen.
So did you like the play calling? The play that decision of going for it on 4th and 2 at like the 2-yard line when you could kick your field goal?
No, I didn't.
I like
Kick
I
field
like the
goal.
play call.
You liked it?
Yeah,
I must say I liked it as well.
I listened to Nick Wright say, he goes, the play was, so even if they didn't get the touchdown, Lamar did the only thing he couldn't do, and he threw a pick because then they got the ball to the 20. The thinking was if they didn't get it, Buffalo would be backed up on their 2, and they wouldn't have been as aggressive. They maybe would have ran the ball or something. They wouldn't have really like tried to score. So at that situation, you're like, oh, they're pushed back on the 2. They may play conservative, and we may get the ball back. So that's why they went for it. But Lamar threw a pick. It was a touchback, and they got the ball at the 20 or the 25. So
It's a whole
that kind
bunch
of ruined the whole
bunch
play.
of if scenarios though. Like at the end of the day, the main focus is to win the game, not to.
No, I agree. I agree with
do
that.
all that.
I think they the Ravens went for it like twice, I believe, on 4th down when they played the Dolphins. When they were already up, I think some points. There, I think they should have took the field goal. You feel me? But what they did this week with 4 minutes left, I would have went for 2 myself. You feel me? You had the most dynamic player at quarterback between his leg and throwing, so it didn't work out. You know what I mean? But I would have did the same thing. It's too like if he didn't throw the interception, they probably would have been fine. Like the interception was the worst possible thing he could have done.
Yeah, and he had the dude wide open the whole play. So
yeah.
I feel like you just take the 3 and you let your defense solve it. Like at the end of the day, if you don't get it, your defense got to stop them anyway because it's a 20-20 game. So you're basically playing for overtime.
Exactly.
So either way, take the 3 and then you play defense.
That's if
So
that's if the Bills
this way real
score and don't go for 2.
Let me put it this way real quick. So you remember how everybody was mad at Nick Chubb because he got the touchdown and they still lost that game? Let's say they take the field goal and still lose. What does it matter? You know what I mean? People just react over the outcome. Nick Chubb scored. They were up. Nick Chubb scored. They were up by 2 scores and still lost the game.
So if the Ravens would have scored a touchdown, are you telling me the Bills when they answered it with the touchdown? They was going to go to overtime.
I think they would have came back and scored. I think they would have came back and scored most likely.
Yeah, overtime game.
Maybe. Who knows? Depends how fast they score. You feel me?
That's the thing. That's why I said just take the field goal because who knows? Ravens could get an interception or something. Ravens could.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that, but it's like people are upset that they didn't take the field goal, and I feel like I said, the Browns scored, made it a two possession game, and still lost.
Bro, they're not upset about the decision.
Yeah.
They're more upset they blowing leads. This is the second time in 3 weeks you blew a lead, and like you said, they had 4th down twice in the Dolphins game, and that fucked them up. So you didn't learn your lesson from before.
Lamar also can't go 8 of 13 for 36 yards in the second half.
Well, yeah, that's I said that
very bad in the second half.
I blame Lamar on that Dolphins game because as a good quarterback, a great quarterback, you're supposed to. If your team had that lead, you're supposed to waste time, get a couple more first downs. You feel me? So
yeah, waste time, but don't be conservative. It's too conservative about
bro,
it either.
Everybody gets a big lead. They want to play conservative.
Exactly.
Everybody
just like how we was watching that Chargers Texans game.
Yeah, the Texans almost came back.
They did come back. It was only like a 3-point game.
I mean, I understand it. I understand it, but protect your lead and everything. But you playing conservative, you keep on giving them the ball. They start scoring. They get all the momentum, and they come back and win.
Yeah, I don't understand that mindset. I love it. I love just when the nigga down, bro, you gotta stomp him out. You can't let him get back up.
That's why I like the Bills. The Bills, they would not take nobody out until the fourth quarter, 8 minutes, 7 minutes.
The Chiefs like that sometimes too, but sometimes they do be conservative too. So the Eagles are starting to be like that.
Well, the Eagles are a run-first team, so it's a little bit different.
Matter of
Well, yeah,
fact,
true.
They
speaking
always run the ball.
speaking of conservative, the next game was the Chargers versus the Texans, and the Chargers won 34-24 after they was up like 27 to what 3.
I didn't watch
7.
1 second of the game, so I really
I-
can't say nothing.
I mean, Chargers had a fun field day on offense, but they started playing conservative. Texans started coming back. It was on like what 4 3-point game at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they closed it out.
Definitely
but
was.
That's that stupid shit. Just stupid. Damian Pierce had a good day.
I mean, if he had a big play. He had a big play.
Yeah. But ain't
And
really,
fantasy wise, I wouldn't be worried about him. But
ain't really much to take away from that game.
Uh-oh.
Good game. It was a good game. Good dub by the Chargers. Quit playing conservative or your ass gonna lose next time. We got the Cardinals versus the Panthers. Cardinals won 26-16. Ain't really much to say about this game either. Panthers ass. I knew the Cardinals gonna win.
No. Panthers are not bad. Baker is bad.
I mean,
Their defense.
yeah, they defense solid.
It looks pretty good out there. I ain't gonna lie.
It's just that
Baker
offense,
just-
so
I would say from the coaching to the play calling to the quarterback, they are ass.
I thought Baker would be good with them.
I agree.
I thought so too.
I 100% agree with Ant.
Yeah, Matt Rule out of there. Their offensive coordinator, they got rid of Joe Brady last year, so I don't know who it is this year, but he sucked too at play calling. And yeah, they just need to clean house, to be honest.
How
Like
many
I
more
Like
weeks you got there with Matt Rule there?
So what?
How many more weeks you think he gonna be there?
I think he's out. It's still early. I give him the week 10.
Got you.
didn't the Panthers owner like near the beginning of the season say that he's gonna be patient with the head coach or like his job's not in jeopardy really?
He said that, but I done seen that said a few times. Then
My fault. Not head coach.
once it get bad, reports came out earlier this week or
Uh-huh.
late last week, and he's starting to lose the locker room. So
Yeah. Like I was saying the other day with y'all, in the group chat. If I was the owner, I'm not gonna say nothing. You feel me? I'm gonna let him rock out. If Baker's starting this week before the tip off, he's fired. Before tip off, he's gone. Baker should not be.
So the thing I heard in Carolina is that they like Matt Rule. They know they have not a championship team. They know they have a good team. They just have that missing piece, which is the quarterback. So if Matt Rule don't get fired, it's because they're saying basically like, oh, he just need a quarterback to win. Because his contract was like 10 years, right?
it was a big contract.
Yeah, so
I
they
don't know
have
if
faith. They have faith in Rule. It's just like you've been there 3-4 years now, and you could have been got your quarterback. You just never pulled the trigger. Like you could have got Deshaun Watson, you could have got a Russell Wilson, but you just never pulled that trigger. So if he do last past this year, it's because of that. But I physically would rather them get a new head coach.
And
Yeah, I think they're getting a new head coach. Like I said, they say he's starting to lose the locker room. Once you lose the locker room and the players don't believe in you and your game plan no more, then that's just about it. To be honest.
their next 3 games are the Niners, the Rams, and Tampa. So they're really in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next game we got the Patriots versus the Packers. The Packers won 27-24 in overtime. It was a good game. Only thing I was surprised by was the Patriots offense. They shocked me that game.
Yeah, the Packers. I don't know. The Packers is 3-1 now, but they questions, bro. There's no way you win in overtime against a third string quarterback. Like that don't make sense to me.
Yeah, the Packers aren't that good. They're not.
Yeah, not.
And you're at home.
I don't know who
Vikings
won
win
the
it.
division. Vikings been looking kind of bad too, but I still think the Vikings will win the division. But I don't know. They both look bad.
Yeah, they won, but that's like a moral loss. Like you only win by 3 against a third string quarterback. Like you really shouldn't be happy about that.
At home too.
Exactly. They got to play. Who they play? The Giants in London this Sunday. Should be
Yeah.
They'll win that one. But
They'll win
I
that
don't
one.
know.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about the Giants. Saquon Barkley, he
I mean,
carrying them right now.
they don't got
What's-
Danny Dimes. You feel me? So they
I
good.
was gonna say, what's up with Daniel Jones? Is he coming back?
Oh, I don't know.
He got
Who is
hurt, and then Tyrod Taylor got hurt.
With a name like Danny Dimes, you know you're a problem.
I don't think
Maybe
he's
Rob.
whatsoever. By the way, that's the
You
most
might-
unwarranted nickname in sports.
You messed up my joke.
Boy, fraud. All right, man. Next game we got is the Broncos versus the Raiders. The Raiders won 32-23.
Wait 1 sec. I was gonna say, you know, with a name like that, you a problem. I was gonna say a problem for your own team, though. You feel me? But
It's fraud.
I'll let y'all rock. You feel me?
Josh Jacobs had a monster game. Fuck him because I faced him, but that was good shit by him. Russell Wilson had a solid game. It seemed like for the first time this season.
Yeah.
Oh, Javonte Williams towards ACL.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Feel bad
Yep.
for my.
And that boy Melvin Gordon look dumb out there. That boy he can't hold on to the ball.
I was about to say, he look like Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon struggling.
Feel bad for him.
And
He left the press conference too. Like I felt so bad for that man.
Who?
Melvin
Melvin
Gordon.
Gordon.
He said, "We see you working so hard in the during the week in practice. You focus on it so much. What does it mean that it doesn't translate to the game?" And he just didn't say a word and he left. It's sad.
And one more thing about the Broncos. That boy Jerry Judy need to step up. He was one of my favorite receivers coming out, man. That boy ain't doing nothing. He gotta step up.
Definitely
Man.
not. But I
I
told y'all,
don't know
man.
good with it.
I mean, he do need to step up, but I told y'all, Cortland Sutton #1 there, man. He gonna stay the #1.
Colton Sutton is the #1, but Jerry Judy for somebody usually great route runners translate. If that's your best attribute in college, usually it translates to the as long as you run your routes, Chris, it translates to the next level. Jerry Judy got all this great route running, yet can't get. I don't know if it's that he can't get open because he be getting open. He just I don't know. It's just always something. It's something off about his game. Yeah, he can't put it all together.
I want to say what he reminds me of is Amari Cooper. You know, a great route runner, but just so inconsistent out there.
Nah, Amari Cooper clearly put up.
It's CD.
He put up 1,300 yards year after year. Jerry Judy is actually struggling to play football. Amari Cooper never struggled. Amari Cooper just had times where he just ain't show up. Jerry Judy is struggling to put it together.
If one catch for 9 yards ain't struggling, I don't know what is. And you play the whole game? I'm sorry.
No, that's a product of the Browns' offense. We've seen Amari Cooper been in the league 9 years. He's been over 1,000 yards about 7 of those 9 years.
You could
Jerry
be over
Judy is struggling to play football. It's a big difference between the two.
No, I didn't say he was the same. All I said is he reminds me of Amari Cooper. That's all I said. A great route runner that just be struggling and be inconsistent.
He reminds me
Amari
of
Cooper don't really struggle though. Yesterday he didn't get targeted, and it wasn't his fault. He was open. He got open against AJ Terrell. Jacoby Brissett, whenever he was throwing the football, didn't throw it, and the Browns run first anyway.
If you're not getting targeted, that means you're not open, right?
He was open. If you watched it, he was open.
I seen Amari Cooper quit his way off the field by Stephon Gilmore locked the whole game.
He did that before, but his struggles and Jerry Judy's struggles are completely different. It's not the reason it is.
Bro, no, bro.
Lionel's the same person on Thursday Night Football. Palmer's open, and mind you, he's being
open.
If he had Amari Cooper open the whole game.
So.
That Thursday night game, Palmer was open.
And Cooper be the same thing, bro.
No, bro, no. Amari Cooper is great.
What I'm saying is the definition of open to you is the same thing. Like you saying Cooper is not open, but he was. It's just he be missed.
I mean, everybody be missed.
Okay, then. So it's a product of the offense.
No, bro, because he's been inconsistent his whole career.
I wouldn't say that. Amari Cooper have games that he take off here and there, but he's been great his whole career.
Don't say take off. He's not taking off. He's playing in the game. You feel me?
All
He
wide
takes all
receivers.
He'll have
just
his
like
game.
Randy Moss. Randy Moss take plenty of plays though. Every wide receiver does not do that. Certain wide receivers consistently do that. Amari Cooper is one of them, especially when he's getting held and shit by a
But
good corner.
every wide receiver is inconsistent, other than basically Cooper Cup and Devontae Adams. Justin
No,
Jefferson laid an egg like 2 weeks ago and then he bounced back. That's kind of just how football works with receivers.
no, man. It's different with Amari Cooper, man. I'm trying to tell you.
It's different
No,
with Cooper, but it's also different
bro,
between him
there's different levels to it. Come on, y'all
All right,
wild.
well, what I was about to say on the other side of the ball, I got a lot of questions on the Raiders, bro. I don't like them. I thought they would be a good team coming into the season. I think they're 1-3 now. They don't be the worst in that division. It's just like I don't know if it's the offensive line or if it's just like a new coach, a new system, but there's a lot of red flags in Las Vegas that I don't like.
I think the Broncos are going to end up being the worst team in that division.
I don't know, bro.
Russell Wilson
I-
Russell Wilson's the worst quarterback in the division as of right now.
I don't like Derek Carr that much either right now.
I said between him and Carr, it's kind of close. Neither
mean,
one of them is an impact.
I would give y'all the Broncos based off the Williams injury, but other than that, the Raiders ain't looking that good either.
Both of their head coaches I don't really like either. I don't think McDaniels is cut out to be the head coach, and I don't think the same with Hackett. I think Hackett's completely in over his head.
I mean, I think they only signed him for Aaron Rodgers, and since they ain't get
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, like mission failed type shit. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think they're both having slow starts because they have new offensive coordinators or head coaches, I should say. But I think both are offensive heavy, so I'm gonna chalk it up to that for them. I think they'll both probably later on in the season, get everything together, but it might be too late at that point for them to make the playoffs and stuff like that. Maybe one of them might make it, maybe not. We'll see. But they both do suck as of right now. Broncos have a good defense though.
But I'm gonna go ahead and say the Raiders aren't gonna get it together because Josh McDaniels isn't an NFL head coach. He struggled them 2 years in Denver, which has been about 11, 12, 13 years now. But he just, as an NFL head coach, he just can't put it together for whatever reason. I don't think he's going to make any progress with the Raiders as long as he's there. Yeah, just like most Bill Belichick disciples, he's just going to end up back with the Patriots in 2 years.
all right, why they got that spot open up still?
Yeah, but he
we
got
know
Matt
he-
Patricia and the other guy, Joe Judge, running the offense. Why? I don't know. I guess Belichick know he's gonna have an offensive coordinator next year, and freaking Josh McDaniels. But why Bill Belichick didn't hire offense coordinators all season, I don't know.
That's far. Last game we got Chiefs versus the Buccaneers. Chiefs won 41-31. Well, Chiefs really
I fell
smacked
asleep.
them. Chiefs smacked them. It was just Buccaneers.
It was a perfect.
Got garbage time touchdowns at the end.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a game. I seen somebody try to say Brady outdoor Mahomes. Like, no, Brady got all that in garbage time, and everything in halftime was garbage time. To be honest, like it wasn't a game at all. I mean, and Mahomes, he had that dumb late pick. I don't know what he was doing. As usual, some plays he tried to do too much. But even then, I said the Chiefs ain't gonna give it up.
Yeah, I was surprised the run game was that dominant. When you think about the Chiefs, I don't think about running. That's for sure. Who knows? They might be a Super Bowl team. I wasn't really sure about it, but the run game looking like that, with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jarrett McKinnon and Pacheco, looking pretty good. The defense get a little bit better. Who knows? They might trade for Roquan Smith. Get another person out there. But they're not too bad.
Yeah.
I like that rookie running back. He's pretty good. He runs hard. He's small and quick. That's a good formula for their offense.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Tampa. To be honest, I thought Brady looked actually phenomenal for how he's looked earlier. This is like the closest thing I've seen to like Tom Brady of last year because the other 3 games they just ran the ball a ton and he really doesn't have time. But I think he looked great with the weapons and as long the healthier they get, I feel like Tampa's really gonna just. I don't know. Tampa and Philly are the only teams in the NFC that like I think actually have a chance at the Super Bowl as of right now. So I think, but yeah, that was actually very. The defense looked ass, but I think they'll figure it out more. But
Yeah,
that
and
was
on
the
that, I
shocker.
thought that defense was going to be Tampa's strong suit, but after last night, Tampa usually have a good run and pass D, but the way it was exploited last night by Kansas City, makes me question Tampa even more now. Like I said, I think the offense is going to be better once Godwin fully healthy and Julio Jones. I think at this point I hate to say it, but I don't think Julio ever going to be fully healthy. His hamstring is just going to keep coming back, lingering. But as long as Mike Evans and Chris Godwin healthy, I think the offense gonna be all right. But that defense definitely is gonna be questioned all season. Though after last night,
Yeah,
You want to go or
I was just gonna say I know they lost, but I did like he said them being healthy. I see the Buccaneers being that number 2 team in the NFC. But I wouldn't count out the Rams either. Just like you said, you give the Buccaneers some time to find some answers. The Rams would too. So out of the 3 teams in the NFC is going to be the Eagles, Rams, or Bucks.
yeah, I don't think their defense. I think that was their worst game defensively. I think their defense is pretty good still. Um, I don't know. Like to me, I don't know about y'all, but to me, like Leonard Fournette, like he's still having that nagging injury as well. Because I think he had a hamstring as well. He does. Yeah, last night he didn't look the same out there running the ball. I mean, granted, he didn't get a lot of chances to run, but when he did get some runs, it didn't look the same. He didn't look like it looked like he was running a quicksand a little bit. Like he was missing a burst. Even when he caught his screen, like he was, he big. He'll put people in the dirt. He'll body them, but he just looked like he was missing a burst there. So I think he's also injured with his hamstring as well. Same, Julio, just chalk it up for Julio.
But yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, even though the score was kind of bad, I don't think it really indicated on how Brady played. Like, obviously, the dumbass Rashad White decided let's fumble the opening kickoff, and then the strip sack on Brady. I don't think that was really his fault. And Ladarius went one of the two. He made it like a phenomenal play stripping him, but I really think. And then they had, I think, one drive where they got like two straight holding penalties on like a couple plays or something, and they got to like 3rd and 20 or something. But I don't know. I thought Brady played a very a very good game for himself. So, but yeah, Mahomes is just a different breed.
My fault. Excuse me. Last game we got is the Rams versus 49ers. Who y'all think gonna win before we wrap up and get up out of here?
So before we get to that, right? I seen on Twitter that some guy has a parlay. I think I shared it in the chat with y'all. I'm not sure, but some guy has a parlay. He did a parlay for all the games, and it comes down to the Rams and 49ers today. And he put, I think it was $10 to win. If the Rams win today, it's like $10 to win 74,000, and his cash out option is 23,000. You think he ride? You think he go? Well, he said he's gonna ride with it because he don't like the cash out option. Me personally, I'm gonna take the cash out option. I don't know. 23,000. I mean, 24 is good, but I'll take the 23.
Could take the cash out
who did you got one?
Huh?
Who did you got one?
He got Rams today.
I about to say because the 49ers always beat the Rams after the loss. Anytime the 49ers play the Rams and San Francisco, after they lost previous game, the 49ers always won. So
I would take.
I mean, regardless, I don't care. Go ahead. My fault.
It's a $10 bet. Like you winning 23,000 and still a come up. Like you can't be like me. I'm starting to learn that like there's 2 rules in betting. You can't bet with your heart, and you can't chase the wins, and you can't be greedy either. So like if you be greedy and then you fuck around and lose, like that's something that'll make you want to like you feel me hurt yourself type shit. But
Could he just like hedge crazy?
Yeah, but you paying $10, you really can't afford a $20,000 hedge.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I mean, he could like just hedge $20,000 on the Rams
if
money
he,
line.
I don't think he has it.
I
Well, I'm
mean,
just
I'm about to say it ain't even that deep. Just take it out, bro. Why
I'm
do you
just saying.
wanna stress watching this game all day? Trying to see
Then the
if you
game
extra
time.
50K. Yeah, and what a
Bro,
game
that
end
would
up
be
time. I'm like, come on.
My
that would
brother,
be crazy.
It
bro,
ain't even
my
worth
brother
it.
did that week 1. He ripped the Colt. It was the Colts game. He ripped the Colts to win or whatever. And then he ended up and then he hedged the bet late with the Texans. And the only outcome that he wouldn't have made money on was if it tied. And then he tied and he lost like fucking like 200, $300.
Yeah, it ain't even worth it. Take that
He's a
money
bum
off,
ass
bro.
Colts.
Yeah.
I like the Rams.
Yeah. Well, you say you like the Rams, who y'all like?
I do like the Rams.
I like the Niners.
Yeah, I got the Rams. Even though we all saying the Rams, still whoever did that parlay, take that shit out, bro. It ain't even worth it.
Yeah, people be wild. I'm taking that out in a heartbeat, no hesitation.
Who you drop? Aaron? You drop the 49ers, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I got the Niners.
Boy, got the Niners is fraud. All right, y'all. We'll be back Thursday to do our Week 5 predictions and probably talk maybe some NBA news or something happened there. I don't know if they playing right now or they already played, but that boy Kawhi, Paul George, John Wall played today. Yes, sir. You
Ben
better
Simmons
see
got a
it.
dunk. Ben Simmons
Yeah, I'm about
dunked
to say
the
best
ball.
ever got.
Yeah.
Yo, Ant, I got a question. You think Ron Rivera gets fired?
Who?
You think Ron
Ron
Rivera has a chance to get fired this year?
Um,
Oh, boy, fried.
I